Hi guys. Recently CA Final Advanced Auditing May 25 exam is concluded. I hope every one of you would have heard from your friends and seniors, right? Is it really tough? It's not tough, but toughest. It's toughest paper here in the history. I have never seen a CA Final audit paper like this. Toughest paper in the history. Well, let me talk about why it was very tough. What made the paper look outstanding, like extreme tough, out of the box paper. By the way, it is well within the syllabus. Even every question, every line, whatever they tested is from ICA material. It's not at all tested from some other material. It is not out of the box. Even there is a speculation going on that the institute has tested from the very original standard, something called a pronouncement book, all that. No, it is not. Like, then why students felt it was extreme tough? Why? What is the reason? Even I myself personally acknowledge that it is the toughest paper. Like, one of the main reason why many students felt it very tough, especially many students in the North India, they were feeling the paper like, oh my god, they have never seen this kind of paper. In fact, FR, SFM and all seems very easy. The so-called toughest paper in FR, the so-called toughest paper in AFM, they seem easier before this audit tough paper. Like, what could be the reason? The reason is the language. Language is the biggest reason. Like what do you mean by that? What do you mean by the language means? Many students are listening to the classes in regional languages. Especially if you are from North, you are listening to the class in Hindi. But tell me, are you writing in Hindi? No. 95, not even 95, 99% of you are all writing the subject, you are all writing exam in English. Then tell me, why are you listening to the class in Hindi? Even the faculty from whom you have taken the class, any faculty for that matter, they have English version also. Generally, when we think of English version class is meant for South Indian student, Hindi class is meant for North Indian student. Arey, come on, come out of this old mentality. You are writing the language, you are writing the subject in English, you are reading it in English. You have to listen to that in English only. Don't excuse, don't say, don't complain saying, no, Hindi mein main suna to, I mean, मुझे थोड़ा हिंदी आता, okay? हिंदी में मैं सुना तो मुझे बहुत अच्छा सब्जेक्ट मिलता है, लाइक एब्जॉर्ब करने के बहुत ईजी है. मे बी हिंदी ऐसा बात करता हूँ, ओके, बट द पॉइंट इज यू कांट एब्जॉर्ब द टर्मिनोलॉजी. आई विल टेल यू वन सेंटेंस. फॉर एग्जांपल, in one question which is asked in the CA final MCQ, anomaly is something demonstrably non-representative of population. Anomaly, there is a definition called anomaly in sampling 530. What is an anomaly? Anomaly is a misstatement or a deviation that is demonstrably non-representative of population. Tell me, have you understood in the first hearing? No. You take little time for understanding it. Why? Because you might have been aware of the word called anomaly in Hindi language. But when you're listening to the subject in English, which is completely different, it takes so much time for you to read it once again and absorb it and match it with whatever you already understood. This particular synchronization process we can eliminate if you're directly listening to the class in English. So, one more thing what I found, in South side, on an average, a student spends 8 to 9 hours, worst case 10 hours on an average. 3 months is what they study, or maximum 4 months for clearing both the groups. But when I'm interacting with many of my North students, like, we have so many North students, when we interact with many North students, what we found out was, they were studying 12 to 14 hours minimum. I asked so many questions. I asked many questions to one of the student, okay, who is staying in Maharashtra, okay, one of my student. She already cleared CA final and she got a job in HDFC. So what she told, the point what she told, which actually triggered me was, they understand the subject, but when again they come back and open the book and try to read, they can't sync what they understand. So whatever they listen and whatever is there in the book, they are unable to sync. That syncing process is taking so much time. Once they sync the subject, once whatever they understood, sync it with what is there in the material, that itself is eating a lot of time. Then on top of that, they are now doing revision. This extra process, whatever you're doing, right, that can be eliminated if at all you're listening to the class in English. So my request and my recommendation to all of you, if you want to make the subject feel more easy, listen to the classes in English. Every faculty, your favorite faculty, almost every of your favorite faculty is having English version classes also. I'm not saying enroll my classes. I'm saying promote English classes. Why? Because that is a very subject, that is a very language in which you are going to read the subject, in which you are going to revise the subject, in which you are going to attempt it. And if you I see the olden days are gone. Odd data, very easy, simple. I can easily mug up the subject. Just what 200 pages book is enough. No, that's gone. This paper is one more evidence that shortcuts will not work. Descriptive paper, both MCQ paper, both are very clear that the shortcuts will not work anymore. You have to stick to the right process. And the most important first step in the process is choosing the language in which you are listening to the class. That's it. And myself, Ram Harsha, and I'm here for CA Final Advanced Auditing. And any of you who are looking for September exams or Jan 26 exam, we have something called exam oriented courses. Just a minute, I'll show you my books also. These are my CA Final Advanced Auditing. This is a concept book which we call it as GOAT Notes. 360 pages. 360 pages. 100% of ICA content is covered. Let me show you once the entire index. So let me show you the book. So entire content is covered in 360 pages, well presented with side headings, all that, so that you can easily grasp the content. And to your surprise, I'll show you the question bank also, which is also a colored version. Even the question bank is colored version, keywords are highlighted so that you can revise it in a simplest way. And one speciality in this question bank is this is covering all, I say, illustrations, test your knowledge, test your understanding, and even MTP, RTP, past exam questions, everything. The one-stop solution. Above all this, from this question bank, we identified approximately some 140 exceptional questions. So that PDF will be separately given to you. You don't even have to read this question bank. Read the GOAT notes, the concept notes, and read the exceptional questions. You are done. Any kind of exam you can face. Now you might immediately get it out. Sir, what about your students? How they performed it? You can ask that in Telegram groups, all that. They'll give you the answer. Getting it? See, to best of my knowledge, the feedback which I got from our students is the paper seems not very tough. It's above average paper. Why? Because in the recent exam, whatever questions they ask, these are something which we already explained in our class. This is not something, for us it is not altogether a new paper. But for others who have not studied the subject conceptually, okay, like 100% in depth, they feel definitely very difficult. So that's it. Actually, I thought of doing this video within 3 minutes, but somehow it took extra time. It's okay. I hope you found the message which I want to convey you. That's it. All the very best. Go ahead.